Hey, welcome back to the 49ers Red Gold Redemption Podcast, and I'm here to talk about this victory over the Indianapolis Colts, 48-27. It would have been better if it was 49-27, but hey, it is what it is. All right, let's talk about this high-power offense that we witnessed on Monday night. All right, Purdy threw for 5 touchdown passes, the first 49ers quarterback to throw for 5 touchdowns since Steve Young. It's been that long, and it's also been we haven't won a Super Bowl since we had Steve Young, so maybe that's a connection, man. You know, it's 2025. We won the Super Bowl in 1995. It's in San Francisco. I'm starting to see all the connections, man. It may be meant to happen. Maybe it's meant to be. But our offense is looking high-powered, and I never seen it this great in a long time, man. Purdy threw for 5 touchdowns. He had swagger out there. Ever since he did the Dougie, he just been tapping into a different type of Purdy. Like the Purdy we all know is kind of like guarded a little bit. He's not too sure. Like, I don't know if I want to like show people my personality. I got to be this politician type, media trained guy. You know, that's how they want the quarterbacks. He started to open up a bit, and we seen that. And now he's tapping into another side of Purdy, and that's why I tell people, a lot of 49ers fans, they're talking about there being a quarterback controversy with Mac Jones. All right, look, Purdy does certain things that Mac Jones don't typically do, and that's taking a lot of risk. And Purdy, he'll take those risky throws, and we seen that with that touchdown to Kittle when he threw that when he was bootlegging, and he threw that touchdown in between 2 defenders. He squeezed it in there, and Kittle had to come back and catch it. That's typically a pass a quarterback won't make, like, or shouldn't make that type of pass. But Purdy does it. Hey, he does it, man. He takes a risk, and we seen that. On the Seattle Seahawks game, that game-winning catch when he threw it, it looked like it was about to be intercepted, and Tongas went and snatched it. I like that stuff. That's why I like Purdy in there. So he's doing his thing. Juwan Jennings, how much he had? 5 for 71 yards, 1 touchdown. He's doing fantastic, and he's showing you that I'm more than third in Jennings, man. First, second, third, fourth in Jennings, and touchdowns on top of that. So he's doing his thing. What he did to that fan was it was funny. It was funny, man. He's about to hand her the ball, and he took it away. Like, nope. I like that. I like that stuff, man. It brings personality to the team. So he's showing you that, hey, I'm worth the contract, and he's stepping it up big. Kittle's doing his thing as usual. Seven catches, 115 yards, and I think it's 1 touchdown. And hey, if he didn't get injured, he was on pace to having a 200-yard game. He was on fire. He was on fire. And when he went down, Tongas came in there and he just stepped up like it was nothing, and he finally got a great backup tight end, and he had that touchdown pass that should have been a touchdown. Kyle Shanahan should have challenged that, but hey, we got made up for it with Chris McCaffrey. But I would love for that to be a touchdown. The way that was a crazy ass catch. But I love seeing Tongas in there. You know, when Kittle goes down, he's stepping up to the plate perfectly. And it's looking so good for our offense right now. And of course we have, Chris McCaffrey's doing his thing. He's tearing it up. He's healthy, and I love to see that. He's just. Then we have the what's his name, Brian Robinson, as the backup running back. So, when Chris needs some rest, he's good at short distance running. So that works out. And what else? What else is going on? This offense is looking high-powered, because if the defense struggles, we're going to need to put up a lot of points, especially against teams like the Rams, because at the beginning of the game, Phillip Rivers was kind of picking us apart at the beginning of the game. We couldn't get any pressure on him, and that's right now is the weakest part of our game. Of course, Boza isn't there, Mikael Williams isn't there, and the defensive leader, Fred Warner, isn't there. So we're still getting it done despite these key injuries. So we finally did get to Phillip Rivers. CJ West got to him, and he had 2 blockers on him, and he just like bulldozed his way in there. He was so determined to get to him, and we had to get to him, because we have to send a message that these quarterbacks can't sit back there for like 3 minutes and make plays. Because that happened to us against the Texans. We let CJ Stroud take advantage of it, and then Matthew Stafford took full advantage of it. We couldn't stop him for nothing, because there was no pressure on him. And if we do face him again, we're going to need to have to I'm sure Robert Saleh will figure something out, but that's something that needs to be addressed. That's my biggest concern going into the playoffs, going against these teams like the Seahawks and Rams. But I'm sure we'll get it taken care of. But if we win these next 2 games, we all know we get the number 1 seed. So what else I like during that game? I think I addressed most of it, but we'll see. We got 2 teams. We got the Bears and Levi Stadium. It's a home game. I'm glad because I don't want to go to Chicago. And, they always say Purdy struggles in bad weather. I'm sure that'll be fixed, but it's good to have it at home. And then we got to play the Seahawks. So we have 2 tough games. Man, if we win these next 2 and get the number 1 seed, damn, that's crazy. That's with all these injuries. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I have an easy schedule. Like, so what? So what? We got an easy schedule. That happens, man. A lot of teams take advantage of having an easy schedule. It comes with the territory. The Patriots, they had an easy division for years. They had a weak division for years, and that played a huge part in them getting 6 Super Bowls. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, they had a weak division for years. Now it's competition, but they took advantage of it. So it's all about taking advantage of certain things. So I don't care if the schedule's easy. You just got to take advantage of it. And when you're in the playoffs, you got to get it done, because that's what counts the most. Because we seen it with the Giants in 2007. I believe the record was 9-7 or 8-8 or something like that, and they made a run. It was looking bad for them in the season, in the regular season, but then they made a run. So that's what it's about. You got to get hot. And right now, the 49ers are very, very hot right now. We got the momentum on our side, and hey, we're showing you that we are a threat to win the Super Bowl this year. And the connections are there, man. The connections. We're playing at Levi Stadium, San Francisco. The last time a 49ers quarterback threw for 5 touchdowns was Steve Young. The last time we won a Super Bowl was with Steve Young, 1995. The year right now is 2025. So the 5s, look, 5 touchdowns, 5 Super Bowls, 1995, 2025. The 5 is meant to be broken, man. We got to get that 6th one, man. It's just, I'm seeing the pieces are starting to come together. It's looking like it's going to happen, man. And if we win a Super Bowl this year, there should be a ESPN 30 for 30 titled injured. That's it. ESPN 30 for 30 injured. How did the Niners get it done with all these injuries? Hey, man, we're mentally strong. That's what it is. So imagine if he had Ayuk on our team. But who knows? I don't know if he was a locker room issue with him. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. But I wish he was here. He's a great blocking receiver, and he gets those. No, he's a big play receiver. Let's put it like that. But hey, it is what it is. You got to work with what you got, and we're working with what we have right now, and we're looking good. So on to Chicago, man. Let's take care of the Bears. Then let's take care of the Seahawks, and then get that number 1 seed, and on our way to Levi Stadium, man, for a home field win. That would be fantastic. To finally get that 6th Super Bowl. That 6th Super Bowl. 6th Super Bowl. 6th Super Bowl. All right. I'm out. That's it for the Red Gold Redemption Podcast.